Frank Howley, we're here. This game is finally here. Angeline Era is out. It has arrived. Do you know anything about this game? Are you excited for this game?
I'm excited just because it looks like an N64 game. Like, the art style is awesome. Even the main menu felt like very like Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 10. Like, you're looking into it like rising spirit crystals. So I already love the mood of this game.
Yeah, it has a lot of that. It captures that nostalgia, but not in a way that leans on it. So we're getting introduced to Tets here, our hero. We'll talk a little bit more about what this game is once we're past the sort of intro. But Tets is he's on a journey to a new land on this ship. He's been called by an angel to come to this land. It's a game it's an action RPG that leans heavily on sort of like mythology and religion. And yeah, it's just like a very like sincere, beautiful, authentic game. This is one of my favorite games of the year already. I've been playing a lot of it. So Tet says, there's only one thing you need to really know about me. I was called here by an angel. So we're on the ship here. You saw the circle of Super Mario Brothers 3 fish circling our ship. And now trouble is brewing immediately. So this is they describe this as a bump slash game. This is sort of an action RPG, but you don't press a button to swing the sword. You just kind of walk into stuff. So I think, yeah, I can bump slash this door here. So you can see, like, I'm not pushing anything. It's just when you run into stuff, it hits like the interact button. So it's the same way you talk to people as well. You kind of, this isn't like Dark Souls. You're not going to kill anyone by bump slashing them. But yeah, this is like, I don't know. It kind of, I know this is inspired by the East games, which I've not played, but it reminds me of sort of like Final Fantasy VII Link to the Past or something. Feels like an alternate universe N64 game with like Super Nintendo sensibilities. So we've got these fish attacking the ship. Scree, who is this mysterious warrior? No matter, I shall best thee in a fair one-on-one duel for the ages. You're gonna love this. This boss fight immediately sets the tone for what this game is. You'll see. So you're fighting this one fish as the boss, right? So I'm jumping. There's a double jump, and I gotta just bump and slash this guy. But this boss fight immediately goes places. So I'm on normal difficulty. There are like there's like 7 difficulties in this game or something. I gather the higher ones are pretty insane. I've only played a little bit on. I did a test run on the highest difficulty, and it was immediately incredibly. I think it's called Hantani's Trick or something. Reference to Melos Hantani, who made this game.
Was it one shot, one kill?
I think it was like 5 hits and you're dead or something like that. But that was on the tutorial. So I imagine it gets crazy. All right, so we got 8 fish now.
I was gonna say, do you eventually get like a shield or some way to guard or block if you're only bump slashing running into them? Is there a way of like deflecting enemy projectiles or whatever? Is it all dodging or jumping around like this as part of the combat flow?
I have not gotten a shield. You do get a gun, which is not a shield, but you sort of like get other tools, but it's mostly about like positioning and understanding. Oh shit! Understanding like the patterns and stuff.
This is a wild, like, this is the first, like, it's not even, I guess it's a tutorial. This is insane. Oh, yeah. This is already so much higher scale. Like, the first thing, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. Now this is crazy.
It's so insane right off the bat. I feel like this boss fight kind of sets the tone for this game, that it's like, I don't know, Angeline Era is a game that's it's rooted in sort of like traditional game ideas. It reminds me of a lot of sort of like golden SNES era action RPGs and like Nintendo 64 aesthetics and stuff. But it's doing like weird, wild shit. I feel like I'm constantly surprised by just like the breadth and depth of ideas that are on display in this game. Like the fact that the fish keep multiplying and doing a different pattern for every phase. It's I don't know. This game just kind of like constantly surprises and delights me. And the sound design is also very good. Gasp, cough. Why have the palace lights darkened? Why won't the currents lead us home? A Muriask, the acid spitters, no ordinary fish. The water dweller's bicone has been set free. So the bicones are kind of like the Zelda Triforce pieces. They're sort of the MacGuffins in this world. You have to collect the bicones. You're traveling through this world collecting bicones because an angel has called you to this land. So we'll see. I wanted to start from the beginning because there is a little sort of story sequence here very briefly that sets up the tone for the game. But I feel like it kind of shows off. I don't know. This game has just like a really strong sense of aesthetic and tone. Not 3 weeks past. The angel visited my dreams. The music is also gorgeous. Can you feel it? A storm rages in the womb of Era. Past and future writhing to emerge.
Yeah, these like cutscenes are incredible. Yeah, again, it's very Final Fantasy VII, like learning of the lore and everything.
Yeah, it's like moving too. Like this game is so sort of like actiony and arcadey, but then these things happen that just like are stirring. Holy servant boy, midwife to the revolution, attend the pains of birth. Monsters roam the dusk, sun-dimmed by the intersect of gyres. Attend the bicones that they bear. The ninefold bicones keep them safe.
So are bicones like the Triforce pieces?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Okay.
Quicken the mind of history, the struggle from darkness to light, and sing us to the dawn of a new era. So we've got an angelic prophecy bringing Tets to this land. And then you'll see in a minute, we're going to see our like Final Fantasy VII Overworld. So this is one of the monster bicones my angel mentioned, the first of 9. I can't let them fall into the wrong hands. War is an ugly thing. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, but I must fight for peace of the future. I must answer the angels of Era. I like how Tets is also very like, I don't know, like wholesome is the wrong word, but sort of like that kind of like naive young hero where he's just like, I don't want to hurt anyone, but I have to be a hero. I really like that. It's a very like fun archetype at the core of this, the young hero. Oof, I was never much for sea travel.
I like the difference of scale too between the ship and like your massive character as he docks.
I know this part makes me very nostalgic for like Squaresoft in the late 90s. Let's find a spot to camp for the night. We'll explore the overworld in a minute, too. There's some really interesting mechanics that are specific to the overworld. Later that night. All right, got a weird thing happening up there. What was that? Something fell out of the sky and landed on this hill. I'm not sure how to get up there yet. I'll have to look around. So, all right, so now you can move in the overworld. There is no double jump, but you can move and jump. You can bump slash this dude to talk to him. There's NPCs here. So one of the core mechanics in this game is that there's a search mechanic. So all of the secrets of this world are sort of hidden in plain sight. You start to understand that there's like a design language where the game wants you to search in certain types of places, but theoretically you can search anywhere. And sometimes you'll find stuff that is like, not like the golden path, like not strictly necessary. But see how there's like a weird like U-shape indent here? So we'll search here because it looks weird. And so that's how you discover the levels. So the overworld has like individual levels on it that are gated by this little mini game that you use to get in them. But I kind of like that the overworld is not like overworlds in a lot of old JRPGs are kind of just representative of the world. I like that this game has sort of like a mechanical search and find dimension to its overworld.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like this is like I also even like the blending of art styles because you have the N64 thing here. There was like the 2D illustration, and then just that quick sequence felt very like not Doom, but like that maybe the first person with 2D sprites. But yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of blending of different aesthetics that all sort of like tap into different. Oh shit, that present exploded. Have like different types of nostalgia, like tap into different things I'm nostalgic for. So you get food. Food gives you extra health. These little tables that you rest at also have little descriptions of each level. So once the streams were tranquil and free, now even if you want to splash, you have to share and be polite. It's kind of like weird idiosyncratic writing that I really like too. It's hard to describe quite what the tone of this game is, but it's very, I don't know, it's very sincere. Like I don't know. You know how like sometimes games writing will be like snarky or it'll be like self-referential. This game just feels like it's like, it's not like winking and nodding. It's just like, I don't know. It's just very itself. It's just very sincere. But I'll explain a little bit more about the bump slash combat too, because there's some interesting mechanics here. So you'll see there's some interesting systemic interactions. Like that dude just died on the spikes. But if I can hit like this dude here down into a wall, there's a different noise when he hits the wall and it does bonus damage. So there's like a positional thing to it. Certain enemies can like bounce off each other. You can bounce them into each other. There's a lot of sort of interplay between the different things. So what initially seems like a pretty, straightforward, you just bump into guys and they die mechanic, it quickly becomes quite elaborate. This game also reminds me a little bit, did you ever play Bomberman 64?
I think a bit, barely.
For some reason, this game reminds me a little bit of like Link to the Past, a little Ocarina of Time, a little Bomberman 64. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's not one of those games where it's like, oh, this is like a this like. It feels like it's tapping into like a million different things that are all cool. So this is the sort of format of the levels. Some of them are very quick. Some of them are much longer. Some of them are, lead to dungeons. Some of them are towns that don't have combat even. Some of them are more puzzly. Some of them have... There's also... I'll show you after this guy dies. There's a search mechanic here too. So there are secrets hidden in the levels. Oh my god, this is already overwhelming. This game gets very overwhelming too. So if you don't die on the first... I think, what is it? If you don't die on 3 of the first 6 levels, the game asks you if you want to switch to hard mode, which I thought was kind of cool because I did find hard mode was a little more... Sorry, this game is like overwhelming.
No,
my brain.
You're doing an incredible job, and this is also incredible to see. Like earlier, even as the boat was crossing, I was like, "Oh my god, they've pushed the N64 to like past its graphical limit." it does. It feels like like a magic trick. It's like, how the hell did they get this game to run?
It does feel like an alternate universe N64 game in a cool way. Like, yeah, it's. We talked about this on the podcast this week that when N64 came out, there was like a pressure to use 3D in a way that was like rotating the camera all around in 360 degrees and stuff like that. I feel like this is like an N64 game that is just like, what if we just kept making cool Super Nintendo games but better? You seem frail. You seem frail. Tip, break the scale orb. Inside orb is a scale used to get strong somewhere. So at the end of many dungeons, there is a scale you can break. Let's see if there's any secrets up here. Okay, so there was a secret.
Oh my
up there.
god.
I got some food. There was a Wheatie biscuit. So there's a lot of like... Oh, well, let's read the description. Initially popular amongst survivalists, these wheat biscuit snacks have swept the nation. Their rectangular shape has an odd comfort. So you can see what I mean about like, the search mechanic is sort of about intuiting like what feels weird. Anytime you see a thing that's like a single square elevated above the rest, you're like, there must be some design intention and some purpose for that. It just feels like every bit of this game is infused with intention. Nothing is there by accident. Everything is trying to communicate something to you about the world. So these are the scales. Many of the dungeons have a scale at the end, and there are thresholds you get where you have enough scales to level up. So I think we'll get to... I don't think we'll get to level up before this boss fight. Well, let's see. Let's see if I don't know if I can go to town yet. No, I can't go yet. All right, so it wants me to go up here where that weird thing fell on the hill. So let's see what it is. And I like this little mini game that happens. I'm just pushing like up, down, left, and right. Sometimes there's enemies here with different sort of like puzzly attack patterns. You can swing the sword and stuff, but it's just like a little sort of a little quick skill test to get into levels. That's kind of nice. There's a lot to this game. There are a lot of different like facets. It's kind of doing a lot of different things.
With you said you get a gun later. With the gun, is that also? Are you actually shooting that? Is that bump shooting, or how does that play?
So the gun is right trigger, and it only shoots upward on the map. So you have to be below characters on the map, which is very idiosyncratic, but I like it. An angel fallen from the sky. Hey, are you all right? What a strange coincidence. Could it be? Are you the one who called me here to find the bicones? Niam, no. Niam, please. Niam. Don't be afraid. My name is Tets Kanoshta. Do you know me? Here, have a drink of water. How is it that you've just arrived? Take it easy, little fella. You're hurt. These character models are so interesting, too. They're like... They do remind me of Final Fantasy VII, but there's something about them that is way more N64-y. The sort of use of, like, very low-resolution textures with that, like, blurry... I think it's like bilinear or trilinear filtering.
I feel like I can't like Gomon Mystical Ninja. I feel like had that, and then like Brave Fencer Musashi on like PS1 had like it's like almost chibi.
Yeah.
It's like chunky and cute.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just ate some food. You get extra health. So you see how my health bar has kind of an extra different green over it. So I gave myself a little extra boost. And the food does go bad, which is funny. You collect like compost. And if you hold on to food too long, it turns into compost, which is a very silly, sort of just like weird mechanic. This is Han and Dulla. I'll read Han. You want to read Dulla?
Yes.
All right. But I don't get it, Dulla. We're not searching for an angel.
I have a strange feeling about this one, Han. He was falling out of the sky right as we arrived. But We better take him back to Nyam.
Are you sure I can't just have a nibble? I've always wanted to taste angel flesh.
Nyam will know, sis. She always knows.
What do you want with this angel? Who's this now, a guy?
We're here on the business of Fae Princess Nyam McMahon. That's all you need to know.
He needs a doctor. I won't let you take him.
Well, it looks like you'll have a snack after all. The Lord provides.
Oh, yes, yes. All right, we got Dalla and Han here. This fight, the first time I did it was legitimately pretty challenging. So you'll see, it's a lot about, like, I already got hit. It's a lot about understanding these patterns and kind of getting used to them. This is 2 indie wrecks in a row where I've played a game that is very hard to talk and play at the same time, but I'm going to do my best here.
If you die, do you start at the boss fight, or you have to do this whole little level again?
So that table where it ate the food, usually you go back to the last table you visited, I think. So if I died here, it would just be back to after we talked to that angel. So you would basically just start right outside of the boss room, which is nice. Because it also is nice because it allows the boss fights to be a little more challenging. I'll try to get a little closer. I can probably get some hits off while he's doing this. Oh, shit. He bump slashed me. This instant kills you if you get hit by it. This got me a couple times. Dalla, shall we eat him roasted or raw?
Han, you've interrupted our killing move with your silly daydreaming.
Oh, sorry, Dalla. I'll stay focused. There's very, like, sort of, like, silly, like, lesser anime antagonist energy from a lot of the characters, too. Like, some characters are very sad and, like, tragic and serious, but these dudes are just, like, bumbling idiots. I love it. Kind of like Team Rocket or something. All right. We're getting close. The style on Dalla and Han also kind of reminds me of like a Final Fantasy VII summon or something. Yeah, I don't know. The combination of like the low poly and vertex coloring, and it's weird. I think I mentioned this term earlier, but they referred to it as like I think it was like gestural vertex coloring is what they call the style. Sort of like implying more detail than realizing detail. And I think it works really nice. It kind of has that pixel art thing where you're like, it lets your brain fill in the gaps in the detail. All right, we're almost there. This game controls very smooth as well. Like, it's very, very responsive, very fun, very fluid.
That's probably one thing that benefits from playing on a modern day, because I feel like if you play this on an N64 controller, you'd be screwed.
Yeah, the big fucking 3-prong controller. Yeah, you'd have to use the C buttons to eat food. I do want to...
Yeah, you're killing it.
I will probably get... Well, I don't think we'll do enough levels, but if we did 3 levels in a row, I'd probably get bumped up to hard mode, because that's what happened to my run through. But I do kind of want to bump up my like primary save file to one of the harder difficulties, because I feel like, I don't know, this is one of those games where it's like, I kind of want to just get my ass kicked over and over. It's a fun game where it's like, the feedback loop of trying and failing is short enough that failure is not too punishing and is kind of fun and rewarding to overcome trying something a few times and losing. All right, this guy's almost dead. I bet I can finish him in this phase. Yeah.
Incredible.
But Dalla, we never lose.
Forgive us, Princess Nyam. We have failed in our mission.
And then they turn into, like, red signalless polygons. Hunters for Nyam. Twined in terror. Or twined? Twined. The Rider siblings Bicone has been set free. Alright, so we got 2 of the 9 Bicones. The sound effects are so good. They're very like unsettling or something. That's like a horror game sound when the Bicones get in you. Tets obtained. The Rider siblings Bicone. You want to be Arcus?
Tets Kenoshta. Thank you for saving me. I'm sorry about earlier. I was in a daze. I am Arcus Gemini, a wandering angel. I need your strength to collect the Bicones. I can't do it without you. Please, will you help me?
Bicones, what are they for?
I will tell you. 25 years ago, angels crash landed on Earth with no memories of our home. Most settle into life on Earth, but for me, this was never enough. We have forgotten how to shimmer, how to dance among the infinite layers of reality. Without this ability to reach beyond, our truth will fade away. Earth will continue in endless cycles of violence. The wreckage of our ship throne is sealed off in an eternal storm at the heart of Era. Only the power of the Bicones can clear the path to the lost secrets held within.
I see. Throne may be the final bearer of lost angel memories. Well, I don't know why you chose me, but thank you. You can count on me to collect the Bicones.
Wow, thanks, Tets.
Heh.
For so long, I've carried the stream alone. Here, I'll mark on your map where I found evidence of Bicones. While you follow up on these, I will search for more.
Tet's map has been updated with potential locations of the Bicones. Please check it out later in the pause menu.
Thank you, Tets. I get it now. Angeline Era, you're saving the angels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Bicones, huh? I wonder where to start. I'm a bit sleepy. It may be best to stay the night in Ligan. That is Ligan, the capital city of Era. Let's go. So we'll play a little bit more. I kind of just want to fucking play this game.
Yeah. Is there a hub? I mean, this is like the overworld. Is there like towns or stuff you're exploring and talking to villagers?
Yes. So that is kind of why I want to go a little more, because this game, like, it's like an action RPG, but it has all of sort of like the classic things I associate with JRPGs. Looks like I've reached Ligan. I'll look for an inn to sleep at first. So this is our first.
Okay, hell yeah.
You be the bartender. I'll be Tess.
Hey there, what's kept you up at this odd hour?
I was camping out in the woods, but I saw a flash of light in the sky.
Sleeping outside, are you mad? Ever since the angels arrived, the Fae've been restless. No, for the love of God, please sleep in a bed from now on.
What if the Fae got against angels?
Keep your voice down. It's none of my business to judge the fairy folk. They're missing my point. Look, just take one of my beds for the night, free of charge.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense.
You worry me, I tell you what.
I love the weird, like, quirky NPCs. You see what I'm saying? It's like, this has got, I don't know, it's just like
That's
captures...
old school JRPG stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very sincere. It's like, it's cute, it's charming, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like quirky and like over the top. Okay, so this is the dream realm, this is really cool. So this is where you come to like level up. There's like these floating Tets heads that are like his thoughts. So they respond to the sort of like last things you did and like what he's experienced recently, which I think is really cool. There's this weird thing that follows you around. I still don't know what it is, but I like it. Actually, I think that's the mount that you find. Okay, so there's locked doors up here. Let's look around a little bit. I don't think... So you can't go in there.
The hell kind of inn is this? This is crazy.
This is...
Oh, you're in your dream or whatever. Okay.
So no matter where you sleep, you'll always come back to here.
This is haunting. I'd never... It's like Nightmare on Elm Street. I'd never want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's Freddy, like, waiting around the corner somewhere here. So there's a chest here. Test found a key. It only opens gates in this level. I kind of like that the keys only work in the level you find them in, because you're not like hoarding keys, which is nice.
Yes.
When you break chests, they always have a bespoke piece of dialogue too. I don't fear death, so I enjoy every day.
Hell yeah.
It's just like, just stirring little nuggets of wisdom in the chest. I fucking love it so much. So we'll open this.
The bump mechanic, I'm like trying to think what other games are like. Like it's a very interesting thing. The bump mechanic is fascinating.
Yeah, as far as I know, I think some of the East games have it, and that's the only reference that I know of for them. But yeah, it's very novel. It's interesting how it frees up your brain to like focus on positioning and jumping around and stuff, which is necessary because as the game progresses, it gets into like bullet hell levels of just like bullshit on the screen. And by bullshit, I don't mean lacking intention. I just mean, like, it will kill you.
Chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Hello. You feel familiar. Who are you? She dances. Yeah, the lamp? You want me to turn on the lamp? Reach level 2. So this is where you level up.
Okay, now you've sold me.
Because there's leveling up, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually does rule. The power increase from 1 to 3 makes a huge difference as well. I saw Melos, one of the developers, talking about trying to play a bunch of the game without leveling up and how it instantly gets, like, fucking impossible. By the power of scales, I've grown stronger. Thank you. And you got a woman just dances. So there is some more stuff to do here. We can bump this and open this gate. But for now, let's go do one more like dungeony level. And then we'll call it there so I don't show too much of the game. But it's a cool game, right?
Yeah, this is I like this a lot.
It's very, very good. The writing is super charming. The narrative gets into some really weird, dark mythological places too that remind me of like kind of like Majora's Mask or something. There's like legitimately weird, dark shit that happens in this game. It's cool. So we got our RPG town here. These icons are also cool. They remind me of, I don't know, like Harvest Moon or something. The sort of like pre-rendered little sprites for food is nice. There's a blacksmith, but it's closed. But yeah, and there's also like you find other towns and stuff. This is not like it's not like one of those games where it's sort of like a fake RPG where there's just one town you keep coming back to. There's like a whole RPG ass world here. My sister has taken an angel lover, but angels need nothing, so how can they love? So let's go out in the world here. There is more to do in this town, but I just want to show a little more of the game, and I'll leave the fastidious exploring to people to play. There's money to be made in Ligon Fields, home to Era's bustling capital city. Oh, you get a little stamp too, like when you visit different like prefectures in Japan, and they have the stamps. Oh, what's this guy got to say? Would you like advice in the art of searching? Talk to me once more. Let's see what he has to say. A lone clearing? Search. A strange pattern? Search. When you look closely, the world will reveal its secrets.
Okay, so that there's like a little patch, right above you. Is that a spot to dig?
You would think so. It's not one, but let's keep looking. I think those are like crossroads.
Or like to the right of the guy you just talked to, or like what do you meant?
Like in the little gap next to him?
Yeah. So you see, pop over those bushes to the left of your top. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, up top left up here?
Yeah, there's a gap. That's got to be one.
That is one.
Yeah, okay, that's what I meant.
We got a level. And it's kind of nice that the levels aren't just like waiting for you too. I find that it makes me engage more with the overworld.
When you finish it, does it like fill the gap? Because that's going to drive my brain crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
And
okay, I get how the game works now. Okay, cool.
Not only does it fill the gap, it also unlocks new parts of the overworld.
Oh my god.
Which is very cool. So like when we did the first one in the sort of like tutorial area, you couldn't get up on that hill where the angel was. But then you beat that little dungeon, and all of a sudden, also this song fucking bangs. I love this song.
And so is that a bicone or whatever that you can unlock or something? There's an icon
in this level.
Yeah.
So the individual levels have the crests that let you level up in them.
Okay, get it.
The bicones are sort of like the main quest thing. Ted's found gun handy, but how to use it, perhaps the Fae knows. Let's see. Tell me about this gun. Hold RT to shoot. Hold do not tap. Gun only shoots up. Reloading ammo is easy. Just bump / enemy. So you hold RT and it shoots like that. And then when I bump into this dude, you see the blue meter filling back up on the left by the health.
Yeah.
So it's like mana. So as you expel it, all you have to do is bump / dudes. So it's kind of like infinite ammo, but it's a sort of a very limited reserve that you have to replenish with melee, which is cool. Gun only shoot up, but still useful. Use gun to shoot at a distance. Try it, RT. So it's useful for enemies that are out of reach, but also like these dudes grow spikes if you get too close. So it's nice for handling enemies that are dangerous to get close to and stuff too. Or like these guys, they disarm you if they hit you. You lose your sword for a minute, so it's kind of nice to be able to like do a little mitigating damage on them before they get too close. Or these guys who are just blasting at you. It's like level 2, it's already blasting bullet hell at you. Yeah, this game is legitimately challenging too. I've been playing it on hard, and it has the first major boss sort of after that tutorial area I found legitimately pretty challenging. It took me probably like 3 or 4 tries to get it down and kind of figure out what's going on. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's something I've realized with a lot of games this year is that I think I like to be a little out of my depth with games. I like to feel like I'm like at the sort of the limit of what I'm capable of when I play a game that has really tight responsive gameplay. Oh shit. So you can see like the bump slash allows this to sort of like push you more with the positional stuff, because I'm not all I'm focused on is being facing the right direction when I hit an enemy, not like timing my swings and stuff. So it is interesting how like not only does it free up space in your brain that you don't have to push a sword button, but it allows the design to push the player more in terms of positioning and movement and stuff. He'll get you. Humankind's weak. All right, so we got a hard fight coming up, probably because of what that guy said. So I'm going to drink my black tea here. Pick me up reminiscent of a calmer time. I'll top off my health. This is Ganadwar. You want to read this guy?
Heard you killed horsey twins. Oh, like the gun? Gift from me. Oh, let's fight. Going to try you out for myself.
Some fucking great characters in this game. Just like quirky weirdos. Okay, so this is like a weird Tetris battle. Or not Tetris, like a like alleyway.
Oh, I see.
So I have to like bounce this thing back at him.
This is like 4 things you're juggling. You got your gun, you got this ball you're bouncing. This is great. This is so bizarre.
It's such a strange game.
But it's insane.
This game is just like whatever you think it is. It's so many more things beyond that. So now we got these things. So these will replenish my gun, but they're like an obstacle. So I can get my gun back from those, but I have to manage them. But yeah, the boss fights are also different too. Like it's not just bump slash as sort of like just using your sword and like fighting a sword guy. There's like gimmick fight is the wrong word, but there are like interesting gimmicks and new mechanics introduced in a lot of the boss fights that are I haven't felt like there's any sort of like trick the game leans on that it has repeated. It kind of is just consistently surprising me with weird new mechanics. Oh my god, that was tight. All right, I gotta shoot him a little bit. This is again. Oh shit! I don't know what happens if the ball gets to you. Okay, it exploded. That's bad.
Yeah, I'm just in awe of this. This is all like the music is goofy.
Fuck! Oh fuck! It's too much happening. It's too much happening. Yeah, the music is very, very good. Sometimes very like beautiful and sincere. And oh shit! Okay, I'm getting overwhelmed. I gotta take out some of these lasers because I gotta center this a little more because when that thing
there's so much you have to do.
I know. Okay, I gotta do the. Fuck! God damn it! There's too much happening.
Ganador said he was gonna test you. You know, you got the gun.
He wasn't.
He thought this was gonna be easy. You got a gun, you can just kill him. But no, now you gotta.
I cleared this so easily when I did it the first time, and now I'm like, taking it for granted. Okay, I just gotta clear out a couple lasers, set this up. I'll shoot him. Do this. I feel like I'm like rubbing my stomach and patting my head at the same time.
This is what it felt like when I was managing a movie theater. You had to like make sure the popcorn's going, make sure the projectors are running, make sure the line's not too big, make sure the bathrooms are clean. It's like that kind of like constant, like there's 8 things you gotta be straight. Like,
shit, the ball's gonna explode.
Checking. The popcorn's overheating, Jeremy. You gotta,
like,
you gotta dump
the
the popcorn.
popcorn's burning. No.
Has everyone taken a 10-minute shift? Like,
oh my god.
This is like, it's such an insane thing to see for the first time. Like what, like, oh, again, this game feels like an alternate, like this was made in 1999.
Yeah,
it's
right?
Just like, yeah, it's incredible. Imagine if like they were still, if the N64 was just like, I don't know, it's like, it's like they never stopped. That was the peak. They never made more hardware after that. And we're still making new N64 games.
Honestly, I joke about that being my dream world. And I feel like Analgesic Productions is bringing it to life.
Yeah, and we say that as like a massive compliment. Like this is so genuinely exciting and tickles like my heart.
Yeah, right? Do you want to read Ganadwar's dialogue?
I do not remember the original voice he used, but strong warrior, yes, ho, but still missing something. Goodbye for now, and get stronger.
Nice read. Yeah, some of the characters like that remind me of I don't know, like Golden Age Nintendo, like Super Mario RPG or something. One of my favorite games.
Well, you'll see it in like Mario games, like Kid Bowser. We're like, you idiot, Mario. Oh, see you later. It's like that cheeky, like cute. It's the same tone as like in Sentai shows where it's like these are monsters, but it's still a kid's show. So it's like they're not saying anything truly fucked up.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I'll read the Mysterious Fae. You can read Ganadwar still. You've done well in your search, Ganadwar. If he's as strong as you say, I am intrigued.
Thank you, Your Highness, savior of the other world, most beautiful in all the universe, the great Princess Yam!
What is it?
Well,
Is my gratitude not enough for you? Insolent wretch.
Oh, forgive me, my princess.
Oh shit, he got turned into polygons.
That's a good sentence. I'm gonna turn you into polygons. Rowdy, rowdy, and bowdy, bowdy.
And okay, so now you can see like the bridge built,
Wow.
this platform opened. There's like a new thing up there you can hop up. So the overworld expands as you beat these levels, and that's Angeline Era. What do you think?
Yeah, this is awesome. This is again, it feels like a new wave N64 game, taken as a massive like compliment. Like, this is so cool. I love the art style. The combat looks genuinely like interesting. The bump slash thing is really cool. I like that you get a gun. Yeah, just everything about this is awesome.
Yeah, I adore this game. It's tapping into the nostalgia I have for a lot of different things, for PS1 games and 64 games, JRPGs, action RPGs. But it feels constantly its own and surprising and genuine and novel. This is not like a nostalgia game. This is a game that is just like, what if they just kept making games like the games that you love from back in the day? So highly recommend it. Angeline Era, it is out now. Pick it up. One of the best games of this year. A late comer to GOTY, but a strong contender.